Well, welcome to this session. Can you tell me your name, please?
Hey, hi, I'm Raquel.
Welcome, Raquel, to this session.
Thank you.
This will be a space for you to share with me what's going on with your life.
Okay, thank you. So what happened was that right now my dad is worried because the company he has worked on like for about 20 years or so is leaving the country, and is this possibility that maybe he will be fired or something, or just have no job. And it is really for the family really worrying for us because he's the one who's supporting us, like he's the one that works and that's it. So it affects us a lot. And at the same time, I work, but it is like really I could say low pay because just for hours and eventually. So I am worried that if my dad really gets no job, I maybe can't support my family as I would like to.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I have thought before quitting because I want to graduate and to focus on this. But right now, I have like this both sides that I want to consider. So I don't know if I should quit or not.
So correct me if I'm wrong. The situation that your father is going to be employed, and also you are working partially, and the things that you are going to graduate from your university are making you a bit worried and probably anxious.
Yes, yes. In fact, really anxious because I have like, well, my body has expressed this. I had my mom, for example, had she was hospitalized like for 2 days because of this anxiety also she had. With me, I had constant stomach aches or neck pain, and also for my dad, especially him, I guess, and my sister. So we are all like affected.
So you're telling me that you're anxious and also you're having these physical symptoms of your neck and your stomach. Can you explain me more about these physical symptoms and how you're feeling?
Sure. So these symptoms come to me when I think about these responsibilities, university and work. So I'm anxious about what if I don't get to graduate because I'm busy working, and at the same time, what if my dad gets unemployed and I quit? So I have this, maybe I'm trapped a little bit because I want to do things, but I don't know if I should or I should not. Like I'm trapped.
So you're having these troubles because you don't know what decision to take, to study or to work and be helping your family.
Yes.
So can you tell me more about how your mother react even though she's in the clinic? Has she been recovered from the situation, and how this illness from your mom is affecting you?
So my mom, yes, she's now good. She had some her meds and pills, but she's good. We all got like as a family, we all got really worried and realized that how big this situation is for us. Because before we were all like trying to fake that we were okay and everything was all right. But right now, like with this mom situation, we right now see that it's not that easy and we are all affected really. So I think that at the same time it was like this rush of being worried about my mom and everything. It has come to this situation where um, we get to communicate better about this. Like if we're worried, we say it. So I think maybe that has improved a little bit, but at the same time, like talking doesn't really solve the things. So yeah, we're still worried.
So now what I can say is that your mother is being healthier because she's taking her meds and all the things, all these emergency thing happened and now she's okay. And you mentioned that you're having that all of you are having a better communication, even though this can be so easily resolved. Can you tell me when did this happen, or how much time has passed since this first notice?
Yeah, so with my mom thing, it was about 2 weeks ago, and right now, with my neck pain and everything was maybe a month ago because I was stressing about also exams and university especially. Um, but the thing I guess is that it has been like a chain of events. It has been like growing and growing. Like my mom was sick earlier, but not at the point like what happened about 2 weeks ago. So I think it has, and it is increasing for all of us.
And the thing that your father realized he could probably got employment also is from 2 weeks before.
Well, so this situation started not as this maybe strong statement like maybe you should like maybe you could be unemployed, but what the bosses told my dad was that for about maybe 2 months ago or three even, that the company is leaving the country, and so they would take like their workers with them, but it ended up that it was not like that. Like just the company will be sold and that's it, and all their people like will be absolutely out. So this situation happened like I told you like 3 months ago, but what they told my dad was that even though they wouldn't take their workers, one of the bosses of my dad told him maybe we are taking you with us. So we were expecting a lot, and we were also worried and maybe excited because dad was leaving to another country, and maybe specifically in Italy. So it will be like this great opportunity to him to grow, to learn, and to be in a better situation. But it turns out like they left him with this idea, with this thing for the next 2 months, and he was expecting a lot, and all of us also like a family. But right now he had a meeting yesterday, and yesterday they told him like we are not taking nobody. We decided like you are not going with us. So yes, again this anxiety has come to us.
So what I can say is that this situation, as you said before, it was like in changing. I mean, in this period of time has been changing and turning and having this type of cycles. I mean, but now that in these further days that you have received this notice, you're feeling more anxious than you used to be.
Yeah.
And now, as you're telling me, I can see that you're getting a bit anxious. Also, it's telling me the story, telling me your situation. So, have you feel maybe more excited than now? Or I mean, have you experienced a panic more anxiousness, some type of these symptoms more elevated?
I think more than right now being like increased anxiety or something, maybe it has maintained over for about like since mom got this thing. So I think it is the same level of anxiety, but still it's really high because at that moment I was really, really worried about her. So it has maintained over like in the same, but in the same high level of anxiety.
So this so this anxiety has the same levels in your mother also, and has this anxiety, I don't know, damage your performance at the university, or at some point you're feeling you're not having any control of this?
Well, yes, it has affected me in other areas. In university specifically, I noticed that in class, my concentration is decreasing. Like before all the situation happened, I was like really into it and taking notes roughly and like really getting the class. But lately, it has affected me. Like I got lost of the thing the teacher was saying, and I don't remember. For example, last week that I had to give to update this homework. So I see that it has affected maybe my attention levels. But what I've tried to do against this is to write everything down and to check every day. So at the same time that this helps me, also makes me anxious because now I have to do this, and that. But it's helping, I guess, not to forget.
So we're trying to be uh, monotone with your thing. You're trying to write and to be doing all the things you need to do on time. So probably in this part of your life, anxiousness has given you another opportunity to be more responsible. To be more responsible. And you also mentioned that anxiousness has affected other aspects from your life besides university and besides your relationship with your family. Can you explain me more about it?
Sure. So also, I think it has affected in my work, like in my job, because I don't have the energy as I used to. So I work with kids and at a stimulation center. So it requires a lot of energy and a lot of excitement and joy to be like happy all the time. So as I am worried and constantly thinking about my family situation, I think that parents and kids have noticed how I feel. For example, the other day, this mother came to me and put like her hand on my shoulder, like really close, and she asked me if I was okay. So that was like a really red flag to me, like, oh my gosh, I'm showing things up. And in my head, I was like really happy as I used to, like not showing things. So this was really a big sign to me. And yes, I think I am less motivated as I used to.
So you tell me that this mother came and for you was like a red flag when she did this action in your shoulder and she touched you. And did someone else has been doing this for you? I mean, in your work, have I don't know your coworkers noticed or some friends besides?
Yes, one of my friends, like a really close friend from university, noticed. Like the other day, I came just to a class and seated next to her, and so she just stared at me like for a while and told me, "Are you okay? You seem tired." And I was really tired, but again, I didn't know that it was so noticeable for me to be like that. So I told her that I was worried and everything, so she understood and gave me like some support. Made me feel better, but again, I come to home and I remember everything, and so it starts all over again.
So I can say that you are aware of all this anxiousness and that you're feeling tired and also that you have a lot of responsibilities at your home and also your work. And how does your family reacting with this situation? I mean, have they noticed also your mom, your dad, that you're feeling anxious and you're tired?
I don't think so. What I try to do, as I know that my family is really anxious already, what I try to do is to put like even a better face or a better situation that I do at university and at work, because I want to give them like this breathe or rest that I'm doing fine although the situation is happening. So they haven't told me that. I think it's like maybe on the other side what I do is like I talk to my brother and my sister like how are you? I know this is rough. Maybe I'm the one I'm talking to them, but I think I'm feeling myself with all these things. and I want to express it out. Yes.
So can you tell me more about this, your relationship with your brother and sister, and also how you are communicating with them besides this situation?
So with my brother and sister, we're really close to each other as we study. Well, I came to the city to study, and we are the three of us. We're three sons, so we all live in an apartment. We are really close to each other. We communicate really well. Of course, there are sometimes we fight a little bit, but I think it's like a normal brother fights. Um, but I think lately, because of this situation, we are more aggressive with each other with words. So from a little thing, I don't know, like to wash a dish or a cup or whatever, and we forget or something, then this fights comes and we are like way more angry or maybe rough in the scale. So the fights has been more constant with each other.
So what I see is that your brothers also are reacting, maybe are having a bad time with this situation from your father and also. And have you considered talking to them? I mean, that I know you are talking to them about the situation, but have you considered like talking to them that they could also find a solution to this thing as you do, you work, so if they also can contribute to this.
Well, I haven't done that because my brother is also almost graduating and he's studying this engineering that he almost lives in here in university. So I don't think that might be possible until he graduates. With my oldest sister, she already works, but also she has her debts, so her salary just come and go like that because of the things she's paying. So I don't think she can contribute a little bit to the situation. So I don't think we have like agreed or communicated about the solution from us. Yeah, we haven't done that.
Well, I can say that when you're talking to me, your voice is a bit quiet and you feel like not anxious, but you feel like in a resilient mood, like you're like, yeah, we don't have this done, but you have talked to me about your performance in university, your performance at work, and how you feel, but how you are reacting to all these things of aggressiveness at your apartment and then coming to work and coming to university.
So I think that I'm getting tired of this because I try to show this kind and calm face in like everywhere, but I just maybe can't find the space where I can express like maybe yell a little bit or get this feelings of being anxious because I think that and I've kind of always done that. I mean, when a friend is going through a bad situation, I like maybe try to help them somehow, and I received all the situation like for them to be good. So I keep on doing this right now with my family, and I think what I want to do is to rest a little bit because I'm tired of just receiving all of these bad things.
So you're telling me one of the ideas you have considered is resting, and I'm how much does it mean? Well, you're telling me that you're having some things to do some on your university. So have you considered to quit perhaps this semester and then retaking it when all the things are calm?
So as I told you before, I think I'm mentioned you that I was like trapped, because if I quit right now, because the other thing is that at work they made me this offer like to grow a little bit more, but I have to really think it well because it means that I will have less time to do my things in university. So, in the other side is also if I quit right now, another person will come and take that offer that are given to me right now. So the situation, if I quit and leave and focus on studying and coming back is like really hard because there is this constant need of teachers and people to be there like constantly giving classes and everything. So that's why I feel that I'm trapped, because I want to contribute to my family, but at the same time I have to finish to study. And so I really don't know. Perhaps I've really considered to quit because maybe that is not the only job in the world. Like I'm graduating, so then I can apply to better jobs. So yeah, I think I'm decided mostly to quit.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing me all these things we have treated in this session. I hope the next session we can focus more on what things have you considered for to do. And well, thank you.